One of my good friends, her husband went to flight school with Mark in Alabama 100 years ago.
Wendy came to the lake on Labor Day, and it was just a friend of a friend who was deployed at the time. We invited Wendy and a friend to come up.
She was going to go camping with him and his family over Labor Day weekend, and she was going alone. Her husband was deployed at the time, and she was going alone, and I wanted to get out of town, so I went with her.
Played at the lake. I didn't realize it at the time. They were trying to hook us up.
She was like, "You're gonna love them. They love dogs. You love dogs. It's gonna be perfect." I think that I immediately liked his sense of humor. I think he has a confidence about him that I was really surprised by.
Just the way that she presents herself, the way she cares about me and Harper.
And I really like how tall he is. We hit it off great. Games, drinking, boat fun, family time. It was just real chill.
Yeah, she was disappointed at the end of the weekend when I didn't get her phone number.
So I thought, okay, for sure now he's gonna ask me for my phone number. Nope.
Then I went to Afghanistan.
It was several years after that I decided to friend him on Facebook.
And was watching a football game one night, and I got this text from Wendy, like, "Remember me?"
We started talking in February, very early February, right after the Super Bowl, because that's the first time I messaged him. Haha, Seahawks lost. I thought, okay, now he's gonna message me. Like, it's gonna start the whole thing over again, and he's gonna be interested in me. And then it was nothing for a couple months. And so finally I was like, you know what, whatever. I'll wear the pants. I found out, obviously, early on, very early on, that he's not gonna make any of the first moves. I have to make all the first moves. I have to be the dude in the relationship. He's got no cojones. We messaged on Facebook, we messaged on Facebook, we messaged on Facebook. And I finally said, are you ever gonna ask me for my phone number so we can not talk through Messenger? Nope. So finally I said, fine. Mark, could I have your phone number, please? I finally asked him, well, when are we gonna meet up? It took a while, but we finally decided that I would come up to Helena from Dillon on my drive to Helena for our first date. I called my best friend and I called my sister, and they both asked me, what are you doing? I said, I'm on the way to have my first date with my future husband.
Well, the first date was to Sud's Hut.
He said, well, where do you want to go? What kind of food do you like? And I said, I like chicken. And he's like, well, what kind? And I said, listen, I'm into dive bars. Let's be real.
So I probably didn't set the best impression, I suppose.
Of course, he knows that I love beer. So beer was the first stop. We went to Lewis and Clark and then Sud's Hut afterwards, and I thought it was just perfect.
But apparently she liked it, I guess. So actually the night that I asked her to officially be my girlfriend was the night that I told her I loved her as well.
So after we officially started dating and he professes undying love to me, which we obviously knew.
Pretty set in my mind at that point that she was going to be the one I was going to spend the rest of my life with. There was no other option. We didn't need to think about another option. It was the two of us, and that's the way it was going to be. We're just too perfect for each other.
He had said, I really want to meet Harper. I want to be a part of Harper's life, and I want you to know that I'm dedicated to this, and this is something that's really important to me. So we started talking in February. He didn't meet her until September that year. It wasn't in my interest to get her involved in something that I knew wasn't going to be legit.
I knew that the time was going to come soon that I needed to propose.
And I knew that it would happen eventually, but I didn't know anything else.
And it was a trip, a big get-together for 4th of July weekend last year out at the lake.
I was so excited. I knew that Mark's family was going to be there. I thought, our family are there too. How awesome. They were just going to come for the day, but I was thrilled. We were just having a great day, playing yard games, hanging out, having some beers.
But the biggest problem was that I hadn't gotten permission from her dad. And I thought, well, I'll just grab Terry at some point. And I did have one perfect opportunity, and I blew it.
Mark and some of his buddies took the kids to go on a boat ride, and we didn't anticipate them being gone for very long.
We went out surfing, and all of the kids came with us. And I thought, well, it'd be perfect. As soon as I get back from surfing, I'll ask Terry, and it'll be over with.
My dad, in the meantime, being the impatient man that he was like, well, if they're gonna be gone, we're just gonna take off. My mom follows suit, and they go.
When I got back, Terry was gone. Terry and Elaine had left to go back to Dillon, And so I went into major panic mode. So I made this big excuse that I was gonna go get ice.
Julie, where's Mark? She's like, he went to get ice. Ice? We've got 4 bags of ice. We just went and got ice.
So I took off in the car and we had tons of ice. So everybody thought it was kind of weird, but I went racing down the road. And as soon as I got cell service, I called Terry. I called him and he was like, yep, you got it, man. You got my full support. And I was so excited. So I actually did stop and buy some ice so she wouldn't be suspicious. I came up and I had this big plan that Hauser was gonna help our dog. And he had a sign that I'd made for her.
At the time, the dog had some drooling issues. He was wearing a bandana and just always had shoestrings, just like Turner and Hooch.
So Mom helped me put the sign around his neck.
Julie had said, Wendy, call Hauser. So I called, and I didn't have my glasses on or contacts in, and I could see him coming around the corner of the camper.
Hauser was really sick at the time, and he had some saliva hanging off his face, and Wendy thought that he had something stuck to him.
And all I could see was that there was something white on his chest. And my first thought was, oh, Lord have mercy, the dog's got something stuck to his saliva and nobody's helping him. Come on, dog, come on. I'll help you.
So she called him over.
And he gets closer and closer, and I realize that there's something there that's on purpose. And so he gets closer and I start reading it.
Had no idea I was standing right behind her.
I was like, holy crap, it's happening?
Oh my gosh, I was shaking.
Right now?
She saw it and I gave her a big hug, and then as soon as we were done hugging, I got down on my knee and proposed. When it came time to put the ring on her finger, my hands were like just shaking like crazy. But
Dang it, I missed that one. Well, I guess we'll get married.
hey, Harper, come here. Come here, sweetheart. Immediately after I proposed, I'd gotten a necklace for Harper, because it's a 2-for-1 deal. You know, I'm getting 2 of the most amazing girls ever. Had a little speech for her as well, and I put the necklace on her and told her how amazing she is and how special she is. Hello, girl. Come here.
I love your mommy so much, and I just asked her to marry me. But I'm not only getting your mommy, I'm getting you too. And I want to be so much part of your life, and you mean so much to me.
That's pretty.
What do you think?
Awesome.
So I've got you something too, sweetheart. So this is a necklace. That means that I always take care of you and be part of you, okay? Will you wear this for me?
Oh, look, bud.
Can I put this on you?
What do you want? What do you want?
What?
What?
Look at that.
What do you want?
Wow, that's so pretty.
Harper, can I see it?
He wants the Oreo.
Harper, let me see it, Kay. Oh, that's pretty.
Can't wait to be part of her life.
Having a family, absolutely. Not a doubt in my mind that's the thing that I'm the most excited about.
I mean, Wendy and I have talked about it, like how perfect we are for each other.
Mark is going to be an amazing dad, and already is for Harper.
And I just can't wait to grow old with her. It's going to be so much fun.